Hi everyone! I have a new video for you today, but I wanted to start with a small announcement. I will be trying to keep the schedule up on my channel, but this channel may take a backbench for a while because I have exams until the third week of June and this is my last year, and I may not have enough time between studying and finishing assignments and actually doing exams to actually prepare and edit a video. So this video today is about books that I think travel lovers would enjoy, specifically when they are at home and they can't travel for whatever reason. When they are traveling, I suggest that you buy a book from an author of that country and you can read it and keep it as a souvenir. So this is basically a list of books. It's not just the specific books, but why, and they could serve as an idea for you to search for something else. The first book is, it has to be, Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. It gets weird at times, but Lewis Carroll definitely manages to show us this world that Alice is in. And because Alice is new to this world, we get to experience it from her perspective, so we are learning as she is learning about this weird new world. Be prepared for weirdness, as I have said. You will never know what is going to happen next. But that is the interesting part, I guess. Something else which I think travel lovers will enjoy, and it's also a classic, is Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. Again, this is about someone that is traveling to a new world. He gets shipwrecked and he meets new people, and it's weird as well, but it's a classic for a reason, I guess. Next up are books by Jules Verne. I have these two here. I have Journey to the Center of the Earth and Around the World in 80 Days. There is 1000 Leagues Under the Sea and other books by him. In short books, he manages to rightly capture the feeling of traveling around and seeing new things and the wonder. And these are only in English. I have one in French. I still have not read it, but I bet for sure that the French is more exquisite, better in a way. So yeah, definitely something by Jules Verne. For ancient classics, it's kind of obvious, but I suggest the Odyssey and the Aeneid. The Odyssey by Homer and the Aeneid by Virgil. These are both about journeys, and they are in epic poem style, so be ready to read. This is actually part of the Aeneid. I don't own the whole collection, and I only have photocopies of the whole of the Odyssey translated. So these are just to show you guys, but they're kind of chunky and they will be harder to read if you don't know anything about the Greek or the Roman way of life and way of speaking. But it would be interesting to immerse yourself in something almost totally detached from the way that we live now, I guess. A suggestion for books that are non-fiction and they are tiny and they have great covers are books in the Great Journeys series by Penguin. And I guess they are color coded because this one takes place in the desert and it's yellow, and this one takes place in a mountain and it's red. And there's 20 of them. I don't think you can see, but there are by Michael Polo, George Orwell, Mary Kingsley, Anton Chekhov. This one is by Isabella Bird, and this one is by Wilfred Tessinger. And they are different dates and different places, and they are more like journeys of these people that explore and travel. And I can't say explorers, it's a tongue twister for me, I'm sorry. um, but yeah, you can have the whole series, and it will only take a small amount of your shelf because they are tiny. They have the maps related to where you will be visiting, so that helps you to picture the setting, I guess. Something that I couldn't not pick up is Clive Cussler. I've been discussing a lot of adventure books in this video, and Clive Cussler writes adventure books and really good ones, and he has whole series with different characters, and they have flashbacks in them, so that I really like that. And they are more archaeological in nature. Usually they are trying to hunt down a relic or something similar. And this brings me to a TV series suggestion if you like this sort of stuff. This Relic Hunter. There is the TV series Relic Hunter, and it's about Sydney Fox, this professor, and her assistant Nigel, that go around the world trying to find different relics to then give them to museums. It's kind of a 90s show, but it's kind of good. More non-fiction book suggestions. These could apply to any non-fiction books. Um, I have Across Many Mountains by Yangzom Brauen, and this is about three generations of women from the same family, and you see as the grandmother moves from Tibet to the Himalayas, and then they move eventually to Switzerland, and you see them integrate in the different culture. There's pictures in here because this is, as I said, no fiction, and it could be heartbreaking at times. This is the way that some non-fiction books takes place. Usually it's about migrating from one place to another, why and how and what's their experience, and these books offer a great insight into different ways of travel. Related to this, there's On a Chinese Screen by W.S. Maugham. And I picked this out by accident, but once I realized what it was, I was really happy because these are notes that the author made when he was in China in between 1919 and 1920. So many of these books have both a spatial, a temporal, and sometimes even a different mindset, and they are both all related to traveling. So in a way you are in China in a different time, and it's a different country unless you're from China. And also you have the perspective of the author, it's not your own. So it takes you really far removed from the reality that you are in. And this book is really tiny actually. And my last one, it's a fiction book, but it could easily be non-fiction, and it's related to migration. This book is Astray by Emma Donoghue, and this is good for those people that don't like long novels because this is a collection of short stories, so you can easily read three and then stop and continue. And this is about traveling to and from North America in different time periods and by different characters. You see why they are moving, and you get different migration situations. And Emma Donoghue, as always, has a way with chapters. In fact, she divides the chapters, let me tell you, between departures, in transit, and arrivals. So, and there's also, for example, London 1854. There's the different cities and different time periods, and Emma Donoghue's writing is just. If you have not experienced it, read a book by her and you'll get what I mean. So I hope that these books have given you an insight of what books you could read if you want to travel but you can't at the moment. If you have suggestions of books that you think travel lovers would enjoy, please leave them in the comments below. And sorry if this video is not so put together as my previous videos. I don't have so much time, unfortunately. I guess this is it. Have a great day and read on. Bye. Of these explorer, oh god, journals of these explorer, journeys of these explorer, oh god.